No, we're not.
Do it.
Okay, so what we're looking at today, guys, everyone should have 3 sheets in front of them. They should have a sheet that explains what all the terms are. We're going to go over the terms. You should also have
Do you want to be in the front?
2 networks. Okay. Alright, so there should be 2 networks.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's go through each of these terminologies. So we have something we call the earliest starting time, and that's also known as something called the forward scan. Okay. When it comes to the forward scan, the EST, we're always looking for the greatest value. The LST is always looking for the smallest value. Now this here is important because this is where students make mistakes all the time. Okay? So you might rub that out, put that in green. Okay? Because when it comes to using your EST and your LST, EST you're always going from left to right. And another name for that one here is what we call a forward scan. Another name for the LST is a backward scan. Now you don't need to write any of this down. It's on your sheet that you have in front of you. Okay? So when it comes to working out the greatest or the smallest value, that comes to the point when you have 2 activities merging onto a similar activity. Okay? And that similar activity then, that's when we decide what the largest value is going to be in that case. Alright? Can we get this, boy?
How are we?
Boys,
Super.
boys, can we get it? You're late. This one's yours. Okay. Alright. Now, there are some instances where you'll see your horizontal boxes, and then there are the vertical boxes, and then there are horizontal boxes. So your EST could also look like this, where we have EST on the left and LST on the right. Okay? What we're going to be doing here today is we're going to be looking at how we fill out one of these forward and backward scans, and how the EST and the LST are all found. Okay? So let's have a look at the first one. When it comes to EST, the earliest starting time, what we're trying to do is we're trying to work out what's the earliest that an activity can start. For instance, here this activity can start at the earliest point. What's the earliest time it can start? So whenever we start off a forward or backward scan, we always start off with 0 off the top. To get your next value here, all we're doing is taking the EST and adding the duration of that activity to it. So for instance, this one here would be 0 plus 2, which equals 2. So we write 2 up there.
How do you know where to start?
You always start from the beginning,
Because look at,
from the left-hand side.
Oh, okay.
Okay? What I'd like you to do right now, while we're working through this, is can everyone put their arrow on their network so it's facing up? Just for this one here. On your dummy link. We then continue on to the next one, which is then 2 plus 4, which then gives you 6, and we write 6 here. We come across another one, we might say, okay, well, 0 plus 7, so 0 plus 7 equals 7, we write 7 here. Now, you don't need to write these 0 plus 2, 2 plus 4, 0 plus 7. That's me just showing you how I get those numbers. Okay? We now get to this point where we have 2 activities coming together. To get this activity here, it's 2 plus 3, which equals 5. What's the weight of a dummy link again?
0.
0. So 0 plus 7 equals 7. When 2 or more activities are merging into one, we always take the greatest value. And the reason why is because we want to give every activity an opportunity to be able to finish. Okay, so this here would be 7. If I put 5 there, then this activity here could not have time to finish. Because it's going to take him 7 minutes to get from here to here. Okay, so there has to always be the largest possible number when you're doing your EST. Okay? Let's now look at the rest of the stuff. We've got 6 plus 2, so we'll do 6 plus 2, that gives you 8. We've also got 7 plus 1,
Well, it
that
also
gives
gives
you
you 8.
8. And then 7 plus 4 equals 11. So therefore, we put the 11 down there. What this number here, as you found is what we call your minimum completion time. Alright, so the number here is your minimum completion time. Okay? So we've done a forward scan. Your forward scan always is the greatest value, and your LST is always your smallest value. So let's look at the LST. So the latest starting. So what's the latest? What is the latest an activity can start before it's delaying the task? We're going now from the end back. Okay? So we put down 11. Whatever your minimum starting time is, the first number for your latest starting time is exactly the same. And all we're doing is doing the opposite to what we did beforehand. So in this case here, this will be 11 minus 2, which gives you 9. So we'll write 9 up here. I can write 9 in here safely because there's no other activity joining it.
Oh.
Okay? This one here, 11 take away 4 equals 7. So I can now write 7 here. Okay? 11 take away 1 is equal to 10. I'm going to leave it for now. And the reason why is, I've got no activity that's joining it. Okay? So what's 7 take away 0 equals 7. We've got now 2 activities merging at the same point. Which value do we take?
10.
Biggest. The smallest.
Smallest value. So therefore the 7 has to come here.
Oh, I'm sick of this.
Alright, so we can write 10 next to it, but we don't need to.
Pointing up, can it still move?
Because we're going backwards.
Okay.
So all these are pointing in one direct, same way down that way, and we're just going backwards. So you can't do this. You can't here and then do 7 minus 0 and come back here.
Yeah.
You can only go left in this instance.
So how come it's the minimum completion time?
Because that's the minimum time it's going to take to complete it.
But isn't that the largest, like... Oh wait, don't worry. I
Okay.
know what I'm saying.
Alright, let's then come back to this one here. We've got 7 take away 3, which
5.
equals 4. We've got 9 take away 4, which equals 5. Which one am I going to write here? The 4 or the 5?
4.
The 4, because it's the smallest out of these 2. We then come back to this one here. 7 take away 7 equals 0. 4 take away 2 equals 2. We're going to put the 0 there. We've now done a forward and backward scan. So what I've tried to do here is try to do a colour coordination for you so you can see the difference. The black stuff, black information, is your forward scan where we're adding everything as we go across. The green is your backward scan or your latest starting time where we subtract everything away from each other. Yeah? We now need to find something that we call a critical path. Okay, so the critical path, I'll write it here. Is the path taken when EST is equal to LST. Okay, so in this case here,